Kadosh, Kinyan Masechta, Erev Tov, Daf Tet Amud Aleph. We are in the middle of the daf. We're just going to do a quick chazaran and we're going to continue. Meitvei. So we asked the following question. If you remember, we just said in the name of Rabbi Yochanan that matar comes for a yachid, which means ikrain for an individual. But parnasa, which means food for parnasa, that's only for the rabbin. It cannot be for the yachid. It's not going to come for the individual. It has to be for a lot of people. Ask the Gemara Meitvei, Rabbi Yosef, Rabbi Yudah comes and he says, there were three parnasim tovim that were for Am Yisrael. Eluhem, these are them, Moshe, Aharon, Miriam. Three of them, Moshe, Aharon, and Miriam. There were three presents which were given through their hands. What were the three presents? Be'er, Ve'anan, Uman. So you had the Be'er of Miriam, the well of water. You had the clouds of glory, the Anan, and the Man. Be'er, B'schut Miriam. So the Be'er was in the Zechut of Miriam. Amud Anan b'zchut Aaron. The Amud and the clouds of glory was in the zechut of Aaron. The man was b'zchut Moshe. Meta Miriam nistaleka be'er. When Miriam passed away, the be'er left. Miriam died. Immediately afterwards, it says there was no water for the Edah. But it came back because of the zechut of Moshe and Aharon. Meta Aharon. Aharon died. Okay. Here's the Gemara, Miriam died, and then it's written, which means there was no water for the Am to drink. So why did Hashem take it away? Hashem took it away to show that the water in the desert was in the Zechut of Miriam and Neviah. That means why do we have the well of Miriam, Be'er Miriam? Because of Miriam and Neviah. She passed away, it had to stop. Even though it's going to come back for everybody else, meaning because of Moshe and Aaron, but it had to prove a point. This is here for Miriam. Miriam passed away, that's it. Tet Amud Aleph. The Gemara, Chazra came back for the zechut of also Moshe and Aaron because it says in the Gemara on the bottom, the footnote, he breaks down. Since in the Torah it's written that you have to take the mateva, keletai Davidi bartem elasela. It's both of you together. So it wasn't only for Moshe. It was Moshe and Aharon. Okay, met Aharon when Aaron died. Nistalek al nea kavod. So here it only mentions that when Aaron died, the nea kavod went away. What about the be'er? That was his question. So it's true. From here, I would have thought Misvara only that an Kavod went away. Why only that an Kavod? To prove that it was only that an Kavod was the clouds of glory. Was only because of who? Because of Aharon. So the clouds of glory went away. But really what happened? Both of them went away, because we're going to see in 1 minute. Now it says, why? How do we know this? That an Kavod left. Shneimar b'zez pasuk, vayishma Kinani melech Harad. What did the Kinani melech Harad hear? Shema shemet Aaron Kavod. He heard that the Aaron died, and the Kavod left. So he thought, so therefore the Canaanim thought, listen, they had an iron dome, right? They had the curtain, right? The iron curtain, right? They thought if it's going to turn off, what does that mean? You could attack, right? Because beforehand, you can't attack. Whatever you're going to attack, it's going to be protected. It's going to be counteracted, rejected. Now, that's it. You took off the firewall. If you took off the firewall, attack. Do whatever you want. What happened? That's what it means when it's written. The entire nation saw that Aharon died. Now the Gemara says, what does that mean? Amar Rabbi Avu says, Al tikre vayiru. Don't read that they saw. Meaning, don't mean that Bnei Israel saw that he died. Ela vayirau. They were exposed. Bnei Israel were exposed when Aharon died. Meaning they were seen when Aharon died. Why? The Shaki says. The Shaki says, the word ki is mishamesh b'arba leshonot. It's 4 different terminologies. I, dilma, ela, deha. If, maybe, rather, but. Behold, whichever one you want to say it, right? So therefore, because of that, he's trying to teach us a lesson. That when it says here, Vayiru kol ha'edah ki gava Aaron, when it says that the nation saw that Aaron died, it wasn't that the nation saw that Aaron died. The nation became revealed. They became exposed. They became open. Why? He gave Aaron because Aharon died. They didn't see that he died. It's not that. It's because he died, they were revealed. Chazru shnehem. Underline those words. Chazru shnehem. What is shnehem? The be'er and the ananei kavod. Because when Aaron passed away, both of them left. Yeah, that's what it's mashma. Both of them left. And they both came back with Zchut Moshe. Now the truth is though, that's what's the mashmaut. Even though it's not mefurash, that's what it says here in footnote, it's not mefurash that it said that they actually left. Meaning, maybe you could say, really, Be'emet, the Be'er HaMidyam stayed. But when it kept on saying Chazru Shnehem, it just means that beforehand it was only because of Aaron and Moshe. Now it's only because of Moshe. But again, you could learn it both ways. But Chazru Shnehem, the pashtut is that they both came back. Also the Be'er and also the Ananei Kavod in the Zechut of Moshe Rabbeinu. Then Moshe Rabbeinu passed away. When Moshe Rabbeinu passed away, everything ceased. There was no more Be'er of Midian. There was no more of the Ananei Kavod, and there was no more manna. All three ceased to exist because of Moshe Rabbeinu. When Moshe passes away, all of them left. Yeah, so he comes and he says like this. Shneimar says in pasuk, "Va'achid et shloshet haroim b'yerach echad." I actually lost, right, the three of them, right, in one month. Now we ask ourselves, how do you lose it in 1 month? Yeah, he comes and he says like this. He says, how do you lose them in 1 month?
What's the three?
The Be'er, the Be'er, the Ananei Kavod, and the Man, the Manah. So basically, they didn't die in the same. Why? How do we know that? What? They died in the same month. Miriam was in Nisan. When in Nisan? We said this already. No, Nisan. Which day of Nisan was Miriam? The 10th of the month. The 10th of the month is Nachala Miriam. Yeah, but Bahaki, right? Calendar. Right? 1 second. So that is the 10th of Nisan. Yeah, so the 10th of Nisan. Aharon was on Rosh Chodesh Av. But it says in the Pasuk, B'chodesh HaChamishi, B'chal HaChodesh. And Moshe, Zayin B'Adar, B'med Adar. So again, that's not written in Furash, but it's just that's. So Ela Melamed Shenitbadlu Shalosh Matonot Torah Shenendu Dedem Nitzalku Kulam B'Echad. So this teaches you that what happened is that the all three presents was taken away in the same time, right? In 1 month. So says the Gemara Alma. So you see from here, Ashkechan Parnasa B'Shvil Yachid. So 1 second. Now that we just gave you the Agata, which is a beautiful story to do it in the desert, and 3 presents, and everything that you want. But 1 second. You see from here, the manna, which is Parnasa, came from Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe Rabbeinu was an individual. He was one person. So what's going on?
No. Not came to him. Came from or with
says the Gemara, Ashkecham Parnasa B'Shvil Yachid, for one, in the zechut of one person. In the zechut of one person, because in his zechut it came down the manna. So says the Gemara, Shane Moshe came to the Rabim Ubayek Rabim Dam. He says no. Usually you're right. We said before that Parnasa needs to come biglala Rabim, meaning in the zechut of the Rabim. It's not going to come because of the Yechid. Here Moshe Rabbeinu was like a Rabim, because since he is like the Rabim, he's praying for the Rabim. He is the Rabim basically, right? So therefore, that's why Kirabim Dame. This is where we're going to stop today. 1 minute. This is what we did the Chazarah. We're going to continue. Rav Huna bar Manoach, Rav Shmuel bar Idi, Rav Chia mivastenia, v'shchicha kamed Rava. Do you know that Rav Huna bar Manoach, Rav Shmuel bar Idi, and Rav Chia mivastania were found in front of Rava? So kinach nafshe de Rava, when Rava passed away, hatu lekamed Rav Papa. They came in front of Papa, and they said, "Kol emat dahava amal leushmata velo v'mistabre leu." Anytime that he said something and it wasn't mistaber, havu menam ze adade. They used to hint to each other, which means, like, one more time. So you have Rav Huna bar Manoach, Rav Shmuel bar Idi, Rav Chia mivastania. They were always in front of Rava. They were learning from Rava. Rava passed away. Now where did they go? They went to learn with Rav Papa. Every time Rav Papa said something that sounded a little bit, they would, they would hint to each other. So what happened was Chalash Tateh. Rav Papa, right? He got upset. Why? Because he felt, it's not nice. You understand? It's not nice what's going on. Rav Teta Mubet. What happens? The 9b. Akruye bechalmeh. In the Chalom, right? It's no. But what happened was in the Chalom, they read to him the pasuk in Zechariah, "V'achid et shloshet haroim." What is the connection between what we just said now and beforehand? Because we said that we were going to lose the 3 manigim in 1 month. We lost 3 leaders in 1 month. Who is that? Moshe, Aaron, and Midian. Like when I asked, did we lose them in 1 month? We didn't lose in 1 month. Each one was different time. No, but it meant that since we lost the 3 presents in 1 month, so it's kilu we lost it in 1 month because all the presents that came because we lost it in 1 month. But now it says here, you're going to lose 3 people in 1 month. That means these 3 rabbis, because they made this rabbi feel bad. And now the rabbi didn't do anything wrong, but just because they were learning by Rava, and all of a sudden now it could be that they learned to halacha a certain way, and now they come to learn by another rabbi, And now by the second rabbi, they didn't really, they learned a different way. So all of a sudden they come and they start making faces. He felt bad. In the dream, they went and they told them they're going to lose 3 people, which means that they're going to die. They're going to die. There were 3 people. Rav Huna bar Manoach. No, Rava passed away. One more time. Let me read again. Rav Huna bar Manoach. Rav Shmuel.
Listen.
Time. Rav Huna bar Manoach, number 1. Rav Shmuel bar Idi, number 2. Rav Chia ben Vestanya, number 3. Havushchiche kamed Rava. They used to come in front of Rava to learn Torah from Rava. Tinachnav shede Rava. When Rava passed away, you have 3 students of Rava. The rabbi passes away. They came in front of Papa. So now they come and they say, so every time Rav Papa said something that was a little bit questionable in their eyes, like they start, hinting to each other. So now, Rav Papa gets upset. He got, he felt uncomfortable. So they went and they told him in a dream, they're going to lose, right, 3 Talmidei Chachamim as a punishment for the way that he embarrassed them. Meaning the fact that these 3 were making him feel uncomfortable, they were going to pass away. So what happened? Lemachar, the next day, when they were leaving, Amar lehu, he went and he told them, Leslu Rabbanam bishlama. The rabbi should go with Shalom.
Shalom.
One second. What is it? 1 second. 1 second. So what exactly does this mean?
Like
so what happened? There's a Maharsha, that the Maharsha comes and he says that the kavanah of Papa was to give them a beracha, right? Sorry, to send them away in order keilu that they don't have to die and to leave. So keilu, I'm sending you away, you don't have to come back. So they don't have to die because their keilu is getting rid of them. But in the Girsa that we have, it says bishalom. You should say lishlama, lishalom, right? And then it makes sense with the Gemara Berachot. The Gemara there says, right, that you should always say lech lishalom, lo lech bishalom. But the Etz Yosef comes and he says bishlama. Really, he was makpid on them, and he didn't want to save them from a gzirat mitah, and therefore he went and he told them ki'ilu, like you say to the metim. He said bishalom, because ki'ilu they were already dead. So ki'ilu he went and he told. So there's a whole thing. Was he trying to save them from death? So he went and he told them basically, get out of here, and now that's it. Like, now they're free of death because thing, or the opposite. You understand that ki'ilu that they didn't want to do that. So because of that. Right, well, this was the story that how it finished to do with the concept also of Achid, the Shloch Eshet Haroim. We'll continue with Hashem tomorrow.